Because this film is pretty much for my family, and I'm gonna show, or not show, but walk through Tita'S stuffing recipe. This is per Isabel's recipe. It says Tita'S turkey relleno stuffing is what she calls it. I didn't ever know it to be called that, but anyway, Tita'S stuffing. Mom's title, I'm so sorry. Mom's title on this recipe says Tita'S turkey relleno stuffing. Relleno. So it says ahead of time, toast 2 loaves of bread to be crunchy. So to do that, that is what this is. And this is 1 loaf of bread. I'm basically, this is 20, so it is just us, and I'm cutting the recipe in half. So instead of 2 loaves, I did 1 loaf. And when you do the loaf, I cooked it on my oven at 350 for about 20 minutes. You have to, I thought about flipping it. I didn't have to. It cooked all the way through. And this is the consistency you want. You want it to be real crunchy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grate this.
Joseph.
Yeah.
Can you be quiet for a second? We're doing a video.
Okay.
Thank
you. And yes, you can buy breadcrumbs, but this is what we've always done together. The night before Thanksgiving is get together and grate bread. The Diaz, the cousins, I guess all the girls really. Yes. And just a minute ago, my brother, he is on FaceTime right now with me, and we're going through Tita'S recipe. This is everybody's first time making Tita'S recipe by ourselves. I know Terry and Anna are also making it. Felicia, my mom, everybody's making it on their own this year. So the reason I'm doing this video too is because I want my little cousins to know how to do it and know the recipe.
What is this called?
Oh, it's a tractor, babe. Because like my mom and everybody, like Terry I think was a little nervous about doing it on her own. So everybody's a little nervous, and you don't need to be. It's just a recipe. We walked through it. We made this a couple years ago, the cousins by ourselves. What's the matter? You need your passion? Anyway, so you're gonna go through this whole loaf of bread and you're gonna grate that. Okay, so this is the loaf completely. I mean, and you really do want to try to make it as small as possible. So try to get all those little pieces and get them all finely crumbled. And then we're gonna also crumble this cornbread. And I'm gonna crumble the cornbread and I'm gonna mix it with this.
I'm good,
babe, I got it.
No, I wanna be the mixer.
No, Maxwell, I got it.
She said she got it.
Yes. Do you have all your stuff to prepare the stovetop? Yeah, we're gonna be cooking that. We gotta make the juice, the soup stuff.
Yeah, no, how do I do that?
Okay, so you need, I'm doing again half the recipe. So I got 32 ounces of chicken broth, half the onion, some marjoram, and I put
marjoram?
1 teaspoon. No, you need 32 ounces of chicken stock. You have that?
Let's get Daddy forward.
Yeah, okay, 32 is about half what you eat. That's, you know, half. I'm doing 1 stick of butter because I'm.
I mean, you can't ever have too much butter.
Okay.
I was just gonna post that earlier, like, how much butter is too much butter?
Hey, you cooled your cornbread and crumbled it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I crumbled it. It's still kind of warm.
I was gonna say, but was it crumbly, even the warm pieces?
Yeah, look, too. Check it out.
Okay, cool. As long as it crumbled. So just crumble it up and crumble it into the breadcrumbs and make your mixture, and then you put that mixture to the side while we go to the stove now to do all our stove stuff. So like I said, have your stick of butter, your potatoes, your chicken stock, your marjoram and cumin, and with those spices you can start out with what they said, which I started out with 1 tablespoon of cumin and 1 teaspoon of marjoram. But you can add it as you cook it and taste.
The cornbread smell good.
Yeah, it was this packaged organic one I got.
We have a pay.
Yeah, it's a lot better than that Jiffy box. So we mix it. Stick of butter going into the saucepan, and hopefully it's not too hot. It might be. It looks like it's a little too hot. I don't want it to burn. This is a stick of butter, and I'm actually doing 2 cloves of garlic. So again, I'm cutting this recipe in half. So remember, it's typically 2 sticks. I'm doing 1 stick, 2 cloves of butter. 2 cloves of garlic. Yeah. Okay.
Explain what you doing here, babe.
Sauteing onion and garlic.
Today, tomorrow, when you reheat it, just cook some home and like all around the center around, and just add a little bit of chicken broth to moisten it.
Okay.
Okay?
Sounds good, Thea. Thank you. Added the marjoram and cumin now. Letting saute. Gonna grab the chicken stock. And then the diced potatoes. See, when I added that seasoning, I smelled my grandma. I'm gonna drain these real quick because see, they've been sitting in water because you put them in water so that they don't turn brown. And then you're gonna have to
Can you hold it?
Put them in your mixture. I mean, it doesn't really matter because they're going into water, but anyway, I just want to drain all this. And this is the size that I like my potatoes. Typically, Tita would do them pretty small.
Let's go.
And we're gonna just let this, I would go ahead and put it to a little bit over medium so it starts cooking a little bit. And I would let it cook for probably, I would say, I might add a little bit more chicken stock because of my potato ratio here. And that's okay, you can always add a little extra. I just want to make sure the potato is, all the potatoes are gonna get cooked. And I would turn that on till, I'll do 7 minutes to start out, and then we'll check them. You just want them cooked slightly, not super soft, because we're gonna be baking them as well. And actually, I wanna try some too, taste it.
I want to see, pick me up, Daddy. You big fat belly daddy.
Okay, so we taste it, and I feel like it needs a little bit, about a little under half a tablespoon of salt.
What kind of salt you got there?
I have some Himalayan fine pink salt. This is just what we prefer.
Okay,
Now let's
babe.
get this stuffing done.
So what's going on over here?
So now you
So how
have,
long did you cook this?
you cook it just enough to get your spices, and I actually ended up putting some more salt, probably about a tablespoon of salt.
Yeah, we recorded.
No, I even added more salt and then another tablespoon of cumin. This consistency is going to be still hard. See, it's not like real soft. You don't want it soft because it's going to be cooking in
Again.
the oven.
In the oven.
Okay, Okay, and then this is my mixture, and what I'm gonna do is I get a little bit, and then I mix it with.
You ain't add nothing to this, it's just cornbread and the breadcrumbs, right?
Right. But I'm telling you, it's the. Hold on. Okay.
Bueno.
What are you doing?
I'm making this stuffing. I'm mixing. I'm mixing the stuff together right now, and I'm gonna go ahead and cook it today too. I'm making a video for the cousins, or for the family.
Yes.
And Joe will post it, and
Yay.
I'm just gonna go through step by step of what I'm doing. So. Aw, sure. You can leave them right there on the bench in the front. I'm here. Yeah, you can leave them on the bench.
Yeah, okay, and spicy or regular?
Are they pork?
Yeah.
Just regular.
Okay.
But just leave me a dozen because, girl, we've been eating tamales all week.
No, you've been eating.
Okay, I have. Now I'm going to cover it with foil after you've kind of gotten it together. It's a little moist. You want moisture in it. You don't want it dry because then it'll dry out even more in the oven. So you put a piece of foil over it.
So put a piece of foil over and then you put the oven at 350?
Yes, and I'm going to bake it for probably about 30 minutes and then I'll see how that looks and then I'll add more time as needed.
Yeah. How long has it been, babe? 350, or how long has it been?
Probably about 30 minutes. And I took the foil off about halfway through because I want this crispy little top up here that you're going to see right there. See how it's kind of...
So you took the foil off.
So it'll crispy up the top here. And that's how your stuffing should look.
And you go take a bite.
Yeah, I need to let it cool off.
It smells good though.
I want a crispy piece. Like
Crispy it up some more then.
perfect.
There you go.
It's very happy.
Pretty good. You want to do a sign off?
No?